Earlier this month, Wisconsin received its first $6 million from a massive lawsuit settled with multiple drug manufacturers due to the opioid crisis. The state will receive about $31 million this year and $400 million in total. But those funds are on hold for now after the state's budget writing committee blocked the funds from going through. Political reporter Will Keneally has more on how this may play out. Will?
That's right, Eric. So we reached out to the chairs of the committee and haven't heard back yet on why the funds are blocked. But they say they want to move forward quickly to get the funds out. That comes from a statement released by the two top Republicans on the committee, where they say fighting the opioid epidemic remains a priority. But the state's Democratic Attorney General sees it differently.
And we don't even know yet why the Joint Finance Committee is opposing this plan. I think Wisconsinites deserve an explanation, and that the Joint Finance Committee should be clear about why they're taking the steps they are.
So what happens in these cases is that Call represents the state to win the suit. The money then comes back to the state, and the Department of Health Services develops a plan. Then the legislature must sign off on that plan. Yesterday, a Republican anonymously rejected the plan.
I certainly don't want to see the legislature playing political games to stop these funds from getting to the communities that need them.
But what does this plan do? The Opioid Initiatives Director for the DHS says it's a matter of meeting state need.
The need for treatment exists statewide. It just looks a little different when we compare our urban to rural areas.
For rural areas, that can mean access to providers alone. And in cities, that could be just increasing the volume of providers. A big chunk of the money will go toward building improvements along those lines.
We heard from providers who have very strong facilities currently operating, but the need is so great that they would like to expand and build on, so it could be used for that as well.
So how the settlement will work, the state itself receives about 30% of the funds, but most of the money will go to local governments. Krupski says they will work symbiotically.
By making them aware of what our intended investments would be, we view that as helpful guidance in them determining how they could use the funds that are coming to them locally.
So the legislature's budget writing committee will amend the plan moving forward, but the members have given no indication on what that might look like.